Well, I am an introvert, and because of that, I have some challenges meeting friends and keeping friends. If you are an introvert, you know that this is kind of a common problem for us, that we tend to not reach out as much to people as we should, and we tend to kind of just stay in our little shell. This is my little shell, my little TARDIS, I usually call it. And I am usually very happy just staying in my little shell, in my little space. And I don't see that as being a problem most of the time. But of course, we all need to have friends and we all need to have a bit of a social life. And so it's been something that's on my mind that I need to push myself a little bit more to get out, meet new people, and also, more importantly, take care of the friends that I already have. Now, admittedly, I don't do a very good job in keeping up with the friends that I already have. This is a problem that I think most introverts have as well. I should pick up the phone and call or text my friends more than I do. Saying it like that makes it seem like I actually call or text my friends at all. I very rarely get in touch with people first, but I'm always happy when I hear from a friend. When a friend reaches out, I am very happy to hear from them. But as far as who reaches out first, usually never going to be me. Now, because of this, people look at me and they think that I have some type of maybe mental illness or that I'm hiding something. I find that a lot of people encourage me to get treatment for depression. And when I try to tell them that I'm not depressed, I'm perfectly happy, they usually don't believe me. And it's usually kind of a waste of time to try to convince them otherwise, because me being an introvert means I just don't have the inclination to spend a lot of time changing people's minds once they think of something. People are going to think what they want, and that's not really any problem of mine. But I do need to kind of think about my introvert ways because I do want to keep up with my friends. I have many, many, many friends, especially here in Southern California, that I've had for years. Some I've had my whole life, and I do need to do a better job of keeping up with them. And I would really like to get out and meet more people. This is a problem with introverts. We just don't get out and meet people like we should. But this is something that I have been working on, and just this past weekend, I have made some strides in getting myself out of my little cage, out of my little box. So the first of two experiences that I wanted to share here was I went to a dinner party at a friend of mine, Michi, who is an artist that I did a little video on just recently. And this is a little party that she puts on once a year, and I was given an invitation. Now, this is a big invitation because this is usually a very intimate party with just very close friends and family of Michi and her husband. And so my normal inclination, of course, is to turn it down. But I have been working on doing more, getting out more, and saying yes more. And so I went, and it was an incredibly great time. Michi is a professional chef as well as an artist, and so when she cooks, you know it's going to be incredible, and the food was just amazing. Now, as usual in these situations, I didn't pull my phone out and take pictures and video. I usually like to leave my phone in my pocket and just enjoy talking to people and not being invasive with my camera. But there was one point where I did pull my phone out and take a picture. It was of this little dessert that Michi had made, and it was a little pumpkin dessert with a coconut cream, and it was incredible, not just to look at, but the flavor was just amazing. So it was an amazing evening of food, but as giving as Michi is, she couldn't just leave us with a full belly. She actually made us all a little piece of art to take home with us, and we all got to pick our own little piece of art, and this is the one that I picked. She had a little mushroom theme going on at this dinner party, and so she made little glass mushrooms for all of us. And I chose this one because I like the color, but two, because this was the smallest mushroom there, and so I figured it would be the perfect one for me in my small space. So it was an amazing dinner, and I was very happy that I got an invitation and that I actually said yes and went. And the second story I wanted to relate here was how I have been trying to be a little more friendly to people that I see out and about. And there's a little thing with us van dwellers that when we see each other, we usually acknowledge each other's presence, but we don't really talk. We just smile and wave and continue on. But a couple of weeks ago, I started to chat with a couple that live out of their vehicles. They ended up being photographers, professional photographers. And the young lady had some electrical work that she needed done, just a little minor repair that she needed. And I had the tools, and so I offered to help her with the electrical repair. So the repair was a pretty simple repair, but with her being as nice as she was, she wanted to repay me in some way for doing the little repair for her. So she offered to take my picture. And of course, the introvert in me is thinking, well, this is what you do for a living. I can't pay you for this picture. And so I just said no. And she insisted that she would just love to take my picture to repay me for the little job that I did. And so I was not doing too good on my work of saying yes and being open. And so I just kept saying no. And so she said, well, why don't I get my drone out and I can get some drone shots of your van? Now this I said yes to instantly. I have always wanted to have some drone shots of my van, but I just don't want a drone of my own. I don't have a place to store a drone. I don't have the money to buy a drone. And I really don't have a way to keep a drone charged. I've got enough electronics to keep going here. So if somebody's going to offer to give me some drone footage, you bet I'm going to say yes, even though I kept saying no about pictures of me. The van's another subject there. So the young lady, Sarah, she was nice enough to get the drone out. She got some amazing shots of the van, and I was very happy about that. And then she again said, let me take your picture. So at this point, she kind of wore me down a little bit, and I said yes. So I sat on my side stoop here with my coffee, and she snapped away. And wow, am I glad I said yes. The pictures she took turned out incredible. Now, getting your picture taken from a professional photographer, of course, is a different experience. She knew what she was doing. She had the equipment and the know-how, and she gave me just a little bit of direction, and all of that meant that these pictures turned out great. And I am very thankful that she was insistent and kept being insistent and taking my picture and giving them to me for free. I mean, I got the better end of the deal here. I did a tiny repair that should have taken me 10 minutes, took me quite a bit longer, but I did a little 10-minute repair, and she gave me professional photos. So I definitely got the better end of the deal. So I really wanted to mention Sarah and her website because she's an amazing photographer. So I thought I'd leave a link to her website down below if you have a minute, and kind of as a little extra thank you from me to her, to just go down and check out what she's got. And she also has an Instagram page if you're interested. And if you're looking for artwork as some gifts or something this time of year, she does have an Etsy page as well. So she's got some amazing work, and I am very happy that I kind of put myself out of my little comfort zone. And for a little moment there, I was not the introvert that I normally am. And I met this couple and made a couple of new friends. So it's just an amazing thing to get to meet new people, especially when they're so nice and they're so giving. So hopefully you'll take a minute or two and check out Sarah's website and just give her a little thank you for me, for just being such a nice person. And if you do have a little extra time too, I'll put links to Michi's website as well, so you can check out her glass artist work. And she does have a YouTube channel as well, my friend Michi, so I'll put a link to that too. And again, it just would be an extra little thank you, helping me in my little introverted ways of not being a great friend to these two really great people, two really great friends now that I have. So that's about it for today. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.